Well, the Special Investigating Unit says their ongoing probe in the Northwest is at an advanced stage. Among others, they're investigating the sale of Christiana Hotel and Game Farm, which were bought by the Northwest government, allegedly at the former Northwest Premier's directive. They're also looking at the contracting of Tikoso, Sekoso security and Naphrotronics security to guard Ga-Rona government complex, allegedly in a tender worth 89 million rand. They're also investigating the payment of 48 million rand to ANC spokesperson Pule Mabe's company for donkey carts meant to alleviate the hardships of rural communities when they fetch water. For more on this story, let's cross now live to our SABC News reporter, Tebogo Phakedi. Tebogo, a good morning to you. Thank you so much for being available to give us the latest. I think before we actually get to when we're expecting to see arrests and, give us that answer as well, perhaps a bit of context, right? Just a little bit about the genesis of the story so South Africans are able to catch themselves up.
Thank you so much. Good morning to you, and of course the viewers, as you have given there on the intro, that a plethora of cases, different proclamations signed just to allow the SIU to conduct investigations into allegations of corruption, as you have stated there. One hotel in Christiana, Seasons Hotel, being one of the cases that the SIU is looking into, and of course different contracts that were given to different companies by the then allegedly given the direction by the then Premier of the province. Those are allegations. That is Supra Mahumapelo. The SIU has been in the province for 2 days now. I will just talk to Kaizer Kganyago, that is the spokesperson of the SIU. Thank you so much, Kganyago, for giving us your time. We know the SIU is in the province. If you may just give us context as to, for these past 2 days, exactly what have you been doing in the province?
Thank you very much, and thank you to your viewers. We have been in the province since Sunday, and the main reason for us was to engage with the public of the Northwest and to make sure that they understand the processes of lodging complaints with the SIU and making sure that they also contribute. And we were sending a message to the public to say, can you please come and assist us, because we will not be everywhere, but you can then report these matters to us and we'll be able to investigate them. And that was the main reason why we are here. It was more outreach more than anything else, even though some of the people did not want to see us here.
I want us to get into the Northwest Development Corporation, where you are investigating different contracts. But before we get into that, let's talk about cases that you are investigating here in the Northwest province. I'm not sure in average, are you able to give us a number, or are you able to give us departments that you are looking into?
Yes, I don't have the number in terms of the investigations, but I can tell you that we are having investigations in the Department of Transport, and in the main is those scholar transport, which is in between the Department of Transport and the Department of Education. We have got Department of Health. You would know about the cases that were happening with those mobile clinics and them. And then we have got social development. A lot of investigations happened there. And then we also have the Northwest Development Corporation, where about 3 or so of the investigations are there. And then now we are going to have new ones in terms of the new proclamations. The NSFAS one, because it is in all provinces, this province will also have. And then we also have the medico-legal, which will be in the Department of Health. Safe to say we are still finalizing some of the investigations that relates to PPEs, because we had said when we issued the report that when new ones come, we will also follow them up, and we are getting new allegations.
Yeah, I know as far as the NWDC, that is the Northwest Development Corporation, cases are concerned, the SIU is at the advanced stage. Let's just talk about those allegations and how far are you in terms of investigations, the evidence, and particularly the numbers. How much money are you investigating? You can specify as far as the hotel is concerned, and of course other cases as well.
Yes, the Christiana Hotel, I think people would know about it. It's Christiana Hotel. It's not only the hotel, it's also the game farm that is attached to it. And the value of the investigation there, or the contract that was entered into, is about 48 million. And we are investigating the process of getting that, because people would know that, among other things, there were guarantees that were given, and the money that was paid was even more than the guarantee that was given. Therefore, that investigation is almost complete, and we're just waiting for 2 or 3 people to then talk to us, and then we'll finalize that investigation. And the next one that we are dealing with is the Tikoso security. The process of appointing that company by the Northwest Development Corporation is the one that we are looking into, and so far we've already found that it was not done in a fair manner in terms of what the Constitution expects in Section 217(1). Therefore, we are also looking at, and that one, I think the value of the contract is about 89 million, because they were working in different government departments. And then the other one that we are working on is the one of Invest, and where the value of that contract is about 48 million also, and where the allegation was that no work was done, but money was paid to this company, and we are also at an advanced stage with that one, and we will in due course come back to the public and say this is what we have found finally.
Yeah, of course, when you look into your cases, as you stated earlier on, that you will look into the contracts, but if I may just get in there and ask, as far as, faces of politicians, faces of officials involved in these cases.
Yeah, I always love when this question is asked, because but my answer is very simple. When we do investigations, we investigate processes. We don't investigate people. And when we get into the process and there is wrongdoing, we then ask who. Therefore, for us, it doesn't matter whether you're a politician or you're an official. If you have done something wrong, you have done something wrong. And we have proven that as the SIU, that it doesn't matter what position you hold. It is a simple matter of just saying, guys, this is where things are. This is the evidence against you. Whether you're a politician or not, it doesn't matter. And people would have seen, we investigate without fear or favor, and nobody will come and say you didn't do this because somebody was a politician. If they are politicians in this particular ones, we will get their side of the story and will make our decision at the end.
Yeah, you say there that you're at the advanced stage. As far as arrests are concerned, can we expect any in the next coming few weeks? We understand that you were also expected to meet with the Premier of the province, as far as, to give update into the cases that you are looking into. When can we expect the SIU perhaps to call people to account? We know that you've been holding interviews, summons with many, just to get their side of the story. But as far as concluding these cases, when can we expect the SIU to do that? We
will conclude the cases. Fortunately, I always say to people, we never arrest anyone as the SIU. We have made referrals in some of the cases already to the NPA, so that they can take this matter forward together with the Hawks. And then they will be the ones doing the arrest. We are responsible mainly to recover the money that was lost. Most of the cases from the Northwest are already at the special tribunal. In the next few months, you will be able to have outcomes. And people will remember the HOD who resigned, then we freeze this contract. Therefore, we are happy about it for now.
Thank you so much. That was Kaizer Kganyago, the spokesperson of the SIU, of course, confirming that 3 of the cases that they are investigating, that is those looking at the Northwest Development Corporation, are at the advanced stage and will be concluding these cases. But this is just a picture of many provinces, Northwest included, with different departments. You heard him there mentioning more than 3 departments that are currently being investigated. SIU looking into different contracts with allegations of corruptions, of course, and really residents not benefiting from these contracts as initiated, and of course other security companies which allegedly were given contracts without following proper procedures. That is the SIU in the province. Of course, we will be able to see, as he is saying, in the next coming months what will then unfold from there.